Hey, bitches.
Welcome back.
Episode 31.
Yeah.
Cool. Does anyone have any shit and tea that they would like to share?
I'm Haley.
Oh.
I'm Vivi.
That's what I wanted to share, is that I'm Haley.
Oh.
Congratulations. I'm Rizzo. And today, we don't really know what we want to talk about.
Not to talk about the weather, but I am very excited that it's raining in California.
Me too.
Yeah, we definitely need it, especially after the fires and stuff.
The air for sure feels cleaner.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, it does.
We needed this.
We did need this.
We're so back.
We just started our garden in my backyard the other day, and I am kind of worried that the seeds are like drowning.
Ooh.
I don't know if that's like a thing.
Can they drown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can get overwatered. But actually, no. Wait, because the seed needs to like be moist all the time to like sprout.
Okay.
But when they sprout, you can drown them.
Okay. I'm checking on them every day.
I know nothing about.
There's no sprouts yet, but it's only been like 2 or 3 days.
That's so exciting. What did you plant?
We planted tomatoes,
Yum.
radishes, lettuce, cilantro, rosemary,
Oh, shit. Okay.
carrots.
That's hella
Hell
stuff.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
I think that's it. That's all that's in season right now.
Okay.
Oh, and leeks.
Yum.
So like leafy greens and hearty root veggies.
Potato leek soup sounds so bomb right now. It's rainy and cold.
I love leek soup.
Me too.
I don't know why I said, I don't like soup.
What? You don't like any kind of soup?
Not like, I'll never eat it. But I'm not going to be like, soup for dinner.
This is really
crazy.
surprising because you strike me as a soup girl.
Yeah, because it's so like cozy. Like it's such a cozy, comforting meal.
I was actually thinking about this because I was thinking about how much I don't like eating chili. And then I was thinking
Love
about how much I
eating
don't
chili.
like beans in my soup. And then I was like, I just don't think I like soup.
So you're not coming to the Chili Fest tomorrow?
I might.
I'm hosting a chili cook-off. I don't know why I keep calling it a chili fest. It's a backyard event. But me and my friends, we're all making chili, different kinds of chili. If they're not bringing chili, they have to at least bring something like cornbread or something like that. So I'm going to make chili. My roommates are going to make a different chili. And then everyone that's attending is bringing something. And then it's also going to be like a buy nothing clothing swap, I think, if anyone brings anything. Otherwise, I'll just get rid of shit for free, I guess, because I'm going to have a pile of things for people to sift through.
Yeah. I'm hoping that I can go, but I also don't know because one of my friends is in town. She's visiting from Hawaii because she moved there with her, I think her sister or one of her other family members is living there. And so she's in town visiting again. I'm really excited to see her.
Yay.
She's having like a thing with her friends in town that I really love that I've only met once, but like whenever they've invited me out, I get too shy and anxious. But I'm excited to see them again. But it was like a TBA thing, so I'm like, I hope I can see her, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's valid. I like her, so it's a good excuse.
We'll have to have her on the podcast soon. She has shared lore with us with a specific person.
Yeah.
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 So stay tuned for the update on how the Chili Fest goes. I don't know if I have shit other than just the fact that everything has been shitty recently in the world of politics. But I guess my tea is that I got a new bass guitar.
Yay.
Offer up. Jacob sent it to me, and then I was like, I'm gonna go pick it up like right now.
How much was it?
It was $220, which is a really good deal because it's originally $350, and it was brand new out of the box.
That is really good.
Oh yeah.
And it's a short scale, so it's not like too long for me because I kind of look silly with like a regular size bass because I'm super short.
Yeah.
I'm 5'1", so like, and like,
Are you 5'1"? I feel
Yeah.
like you're 5 feet even.
I'm 5'1" with good posture.
Okay.
But yeah, like regular bass guitars are like so ginormous, like they're way too long
Yeah.
So this one fits me better, and it's really
Yay.
pretty.
I used to really want a Daisy Rock bass or a Daisy Rock guitar because I have really stubby. We were talking about this earlier. I was saying I have really chubby feet and I have chubby hands, and they're very stubby. So like my toes are short and my fingers are short. So when I've played bass in the past, it's been so hard because the strings are so dense. So you really need to build up the strength in your fingers, and also because my fingers are so short, like you can't like reach that much.
Yeah. So short scale is good. Are all the Daisy ones?
I think they're technically children's,
Nice.
but
They're so cute.
I've seen adult women use them. Therefore, I think that it's possible.
Okay. They're very cute.
They're super cute. They're like, I don't know if you're familiar, listener, but they're like heart-shaped, like star-shaped, like flower-shaped. Like they're just very cute.
Sometimes they're glittery.
Yeah.
They come in all sorts of cute colors. Very cool.
Yeah, I have like a watch list on eBay since I've been trying to buy less and like spend less money in like the real economy. I'm like an eBay warrior currently, so I've been really enjoying like shopping on eBay. Like I just got a secondhand camera because I've been looking for that for a while. I've been buying CDs on eBay because I've been trying to like garner more physical media because it's better than streaming. But also, one of my friends, I was listening to Brat in her car, and she has like the OG CD that she got as like a gift, and it sounds so much better than Spotify. And I never realized like the difference until I was in her car listening to a CD, and I was like, holy shit, like this sounds amazing.
Yeah, it has like the warmth.
Yeah. And like it sounds so much clearer. And a lot of people who are in audio always say that Spotify sounds bad. And like I never really heard it before until I like was in somebody else's car and I like felt the difference.
Yeah, apparently Apple Music is better than Spotify, but like I love my Spotify algorithm.
Me too. I love my Wrapped, and I'm not good at change. I'm gonna keep using it, unfortunately.
Agreed. Mine's too curated.
Mm-hmm. That'd be like building a new TikTok for you page. It's just not worth it at this point.
I agree. Why break up with one thing? Because another thing may be slightly better.
Yeah.
I also like Apple is like, you know, like are they both really that much better? It's really just sound. Like they both kind of suck as companies.
Yeah.
I'm just a girl and it doesn't make that big of a difference to me.
Yeah.
But also like everything in my car sounds like shit. My car speakers are really bad.
Mine are pretty bad too, which is why I'm excited about like getting more CDs. So I have to go to my parents' house and kind of like grab the CDs that I have there because I have a good amount that I bought in high school. Unfortunately, I probably did donate a good chunk of them, which I'm really sad about because I don't know about y'all, but I got like really embarrassed of my past interests when I was like right out of high school. So I donated like a lot of merch and memorabilia of bands that I listened to.
I have done the same.
Which makes me really sad because I'm just like, damn, like I had a lot of good shit that I was just like, no, like that was just a phase. I'm over it. And, you know, now that I like it again and now it's nostalgic, I don't have it anymore.
I have thrifted a lot of really good CDs, like Taking Back Sunday.
Maybe they were mine. Maybe they were mine.
In Pomona, maybe.
I think I dropped them off at a Goodwill in West Covina.
Okay.
Maybe it's made its rounds. I don't know.
Maybe. That would be really interesting to track.
I have a CD collection.
You do?
Yeah, it's in the hall closet where it's getting so much good use.
Yeah. You should get like those like CD car like compartment thingies where you can just put the discs in there and like
I like how this looks. I like the tower.
I've seen those.
holders.
They're so cute.
Yeah,
I've
they're
seen
very
some
cool.
really cute ones.
If we had space, I would for sure get one of those.
Yeah, I know. That's how I feel. Like if we had space, I would get like a bookshelf. I would get more like wall stuff.
Maybe I can turn that white thing into a CD holder. The one that the Lego Max is sitting on.
That one would be really cute. There's like a, what would you even call that? Because it's like
a small cabinet, I guess.
It's like a small cabinet side table thing
with like a glass door. I guess you would call it like an entryway table, maybe. Not like a long one.
Yeah, it's very short. It's like 1 foot by 1 foot, maybe.
Yeah, like a mini bookcase, if you will, with a door.
Yeah. I think that you could put CDs in there.
Yeah.
I agree. But yeah, that's been my life recently. Just like scouring eBay for things. Again, on Wedding Talk, I've been looking for like shoes and like purse on eBay because I don't really want to, like I want a good quality staple like basic heel because I don't have any heels, and a good quality basic purse because I don't really have any of those either. Like my purses are like a Baggu, or like if I see some, like I have a Doc Martens purse, like stuff that's cute, but I want like a good quality staple of both of those things now that I'm a grown adult woman. But it's been hard finding like cute stuff.
It's heartbreaking that you're not the same size as us.
I know. We were just talking about this because we were saying that we want the new Doc Martens shoes. And I was like, I wish that you could get the leopard and I could get the brown and we could just trade.
Yeah.
But it's sad that we're not.
I know.
You guys, the amount of shoes we could collectively have.
It's so fucked up. I have really big feet for being my height. I'm like 5'2.5", maybe almost 5'3", depending on what shoes I'm wearing. But like I have size 8 feet. Someone was asking to see our feet on YouTube, by the way. If you're listening to this, you weird little freak.
You can offer us money in the DMs though.
Yeah. Maybe you'll find us on Feet Finder one day.
Yeah, you said toes earlier, and I think we should bleep that out.
That's really funny.
There's just gonna be emojis covering our feet from now on.
Yeah, we're gonna like censor blur. Even though we wear socks, but since we sit on the couch, if you're like an audio listener, like we just have our feet on the couch because we're just like cozied up. We're just sitting and chilling, and people want to see our feet, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
You would be sorely disappointed if you see mine. A lot of people have asked me because I've like made jokes on Twitter in the past. There used to be this guy who would enter my DMs like yearly. He would be like, "Are you selling feet pics now?" And I would be like, "No," because I made a joke like a couple times where I would be like, someone buy me like Doc Martens and I'll send you feet pics or something.
I would do it.
But I just don't know if they're legit. Like
You always get payment first.
Yeah, maybe.
From what I've read.
I feel like why it's giving bot to me because people like that, they will find like the people who actually do that instead of like searching Twitter for feet.
You'd be surprised.
I don't know, but they would be very disappointed. They're really stubby and really flat.
Some people have kinks for that.
I guess so.
People like unique feet. That's an assumption. I feel like my feet look kind of funny too.
Yeah, which is why I'm kind of insecure about like looking for specific heels because I said I have chubby hands and I have chubby feet, and in specific shoes my feet look fat. Which is stupid. Like, it's a stupid thing to say.
I know exactly what you're talking about, though.
But, like, if the straps, like, squeeze it a certain way, like, yeah, I know what you mean.
It looks like a chunky foot.
Yeah.
We're also all very short, and, like, a certain type of heel can make you look shorter, which doesn't help the chubby feet dilemma.
Yeah. It does not help the chubby feet.
Also, I don't think you have chubby feet, just so you know.
Okay.
It doesn't appear that way to me.
Okay, thank you. But one of my friends was telling me what the dress that I have, because I posted like a poll on my close friends for like different kinds of shoes. She was like, that dress definitely needs an open-toed heel.
I would agree.
And I showed Elena, I have to show you, I saw some like really cute red heels on Lulu's that were like so like basic, but kind of perfect. But they don't have any wide sizes, so I'm a little bit scared to buy because they have a strap like across the toe and also in the ankle. So I'm like, it could very easily be fat foot territory, depending on.
This conversation makes me want to shop.
I know, us talking about no buy.
Yeah. I'm like, fuck. But we're talking about like secondhand shopping. Well,
yeah.
We were. Those shoes are not secondhand.
They are not secondhand. But I'm also a little bit skeptical about buying secondhand heels because I'm very particular about the way that heels fit on my shoe or on my foot. So like at least with those ones, I can return them, if that makes sense.
I'm really specific about my shoes because of dry rot.
I don't know what dry rot is.
Basically, it's like essentially, I think at all points, some shoes will do this, depending on the material they're made of. Mm-hmm. But they just kind of disintegrate because they're not made to last like forever, you know? Okay. And so people will like be walking and then the heel will just like.
I have thrifted shoes, which might sound gross to some of you, but fuck you. I have thrifted shoes that have just like disintegrated while I've been walking in them. Yeah, kind of crazy.
And that, like, the only reason this is not the time to gamble with that is because it's a wedding. If this was just like you wanted a new heel, I'd be like, fuck it, try to thrift them. But
yeah.
But I do think I will thrift I was telling Vivi, I want to get like a beaded clutch, like a vintage beaded clutch.
Mm-hmm. I've also been looking at Etsy. There's some cute beaded stuff on there. Yeah. Some people do handmade stuff and they resell vintage on Etsy too.
Love. Maybe I'll check Depop too.
Yeah, I've been scouring Depop, Etsy, eBay, a lot of like Mercari, like those places that do secondhand or vintage stuff.
What are these sounds coming from outside?
Like, I don't know.
Sketching me out.
I thought you knew.
I don't.
It sounds like when we're at home and Max is trying to open the cabinet. That's what I've been thinking of.
I was like, it sounds like when Max is scratching the litter box door. And it was like, thunk, thunk, thunk.
Oh, Max. He's so funny. He's been like in my room lately because I've been giving Chai treats, and like he doesn't give a fuck about me normally. So I think that it's very funny.
Anytime you open a bag that is like has like the zipper seal, forget it. He's
over.
coming. He's running. He wanted her. What was it, like strawberry chocolate peppermint bark or something?
It was like from the Trader Joe's. They have this like dark chocolate, dried raspberry like bark. It's so good. It's so fucking good. But like
fat ass came running.
He clearly can't have dark chocolate. Like
he can only have chicken. Like that's the worst part about this is like he just be eating shit. Plus, he takes all the treats from Lily already. So I'm like,
yeah, Chai's a little fatty though when it comes to treats. Like, I'll give her like 5 and I'll give Max like 1, and he'll like sniff it and like lick it. And if she's already done with her, she's going after the one that I gave him. This is what
I do with Max and Lily. Like, Max gets like 3 and Lily gets 1.
Yeah.
But she's round.
I also try not to give him too much because I know that you said he's potentially pre-diabetic, and I don't want to. I
always said that because he smells sweet sometimes.
I know, but I don't want to. I get scared.
Yeah, but Chai can literally eat bags of treats every day if she wants.
Yeah, which is why I give her like maybe like 20 treats a day, and she still doesn't fucking gain weight. I wish I had her metabolism.
I think she's kind of filling out.
I hope so.
It's also hard because like she's still shaved in some places.
Yeah,
so it's growing back.
Yeah, it's growing back, and it's hard to tell when I see her every day because I don't really like notice a difference.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if her being kind of like down from her surgery slowed down her metabolism a little bit.
Hopefully.
So now she can be a normal cat.
But it might be temporary is my thing.
Yeah. She just is like very, very lean. But one of my coworkers, he also has a really, really petite cat, and she's older. She's like 8 and she's literally 6 pounds. And she's just gonna like, she's so cute.
Little. Sweet. Okay, so I went to Removery, the tattoo removal place, recommended to me by Vivi.
Yes.
Because I wanted a price quote. So I had a consultation and I was making small talk with the lady and she's like filling out like this form on her iPad, and she's like measuring my forearm because I pretty much want to get everything on my forearm removed except for like one tattoo. But like that's a lot of square inchage.
Yeah. It's like 3 like 6 or 7 inch tattoos, right?
Wait, which forearm?
The left.
Don't look.
Wait,
like don't look all of these. I don't really like any of them.
Wait, isn't this one newer? The one on the inside?
This is like really old.
Oh.
I just don't really like them.
Even the snake?
Especially the snake.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I love the
What about the scissors? You should have keep those.
I guess.
I love those. They're so cute.
But honestly, like all of these tattoos besides this like big flower one, these are all done by my ex, which is not why I want to get them removed. Like I don't care about that, but like I just don't like the style of these tattoos anymore. Like they just don't resonate with me. I have like this like Venus symbol, like the female symbol that's like made out of like leaves and shit. And in theory, it was a cool idea, but like no one ever knows what it is. And like that's fine, but like it's still kind of like crooked and I just don't really like it. And then this snake is just like, I like snakes, but I don't like this snake.
Yeah.
It's just ugly to me. Like I just don't care about them anymore.
All of the shading is not the same as tattoos you like to get now. Like you like mostly like we have a similar tattoo taste where it's like black work traditional, where like it's heavy black, a lot of skin showing, little to minimal shading.
I don't know. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
You could also, since you wanted to get rid of
scarred.
It's really new too.
You could get rid of it was a blast over anyway, the newer tattoo on your forearm, you could just get the under part done. So like where the skin is peeking through, you could get like that removed. Like they can do partial stuff. Obviously it's not going to be like hella detailed, but
I don't know if I care about that.
How does it work like in terms of like, is it like a guarantee that you can re-tattoo the area? Or is it kind of like see how it happens?
For the most part, you should be able to tattoo over the area.
It just might get scarred, right?
It's pretty unlikely if you do everything the way that it's supposed to. The only thing is you should try to keep it out of the sun as much as possible, which is why with the tattoos that I have removed, I always cover them with like boob tape or like kinesiology tape, I think is the other word for it.
KT tape.
Yeah, because like it can't be exposed to the sun because like the sun darkens your skin, so it's doing the opposite of like, it's kind of like if you go out after chemically exfoliating your face into the sunlight, like it could make your dark spots darker because they're extra sensitive.
Yeah.
So that is a hassle, a potential hassle.
But like right now is a good time to do it then before it gets too warm and I want to be in the sun.
Yeah.
So anyways, she and I were making small talk and I brought up the fact that I do tattoos and she was like, "Oh, are you in a shop?" And I was like, "No, like I'm self-taught. Like I've been in a shop, but like right now I'm not. Yeah." And she was like, "Okay, well that changes things because if you were in a shop, like tattoo artists get free removal because like right now we're looking at about like $700 per session."
Yeah, which is
With how many sessions?
She was trying to sell me like 9 to 12 sessions. But I was telling her, I was like, I don't even really want them fully removed. I just want them light enough that I can get them blasted over like I did with this one. Because I don't mind that look. And I was like, honestly, like I was kind of thinking more like 3 to 5 sessions. And I was like, do you have any photos that you can show me of like the progress of like how it might look like after each session, just so I can like get an idea of like how much lighter it would be. So she had this like photo album. She's showing me like a bunch of different people with a bunch of different styles of tattoos, different colors, whatever. And like it does vary like greatly, like on person by person or tattoo by tattoo. But then when I was saying that I wanted to do like 3 to 5 sessions, she like, it was weird. She like specifically showed me these tattoos that people had of like super thick black lettering.
Yeah.
And she was like, look, like it didn't even budge until like the 4th or 5th time. And I was like, in my head, I was like, yeah, but like this isn't lettering. Like I don't even have like super thick lines.
Yeah.
And like whatever.
Do you have to fully commit to all the sessions before you start any, or can you go as like pay as you go?
You can pay as you go. But they Vivi was telling me that they do try to sell you like a package. So I was like, that's probably why she was trying to get me to do it. But I'm like, well, I'm not going to be paying $700 a session anyways.
You should look at Groupon.
Well, I did. Groupon does have like a lot of remover places for a lot cheaper. But I asked my friend Alex, who I will be guesting at his shop. It's in LA. And I was like, hey, like, could I put you down as a reference? Because my removal might be free. And he was like, oh, dude, hell yeah. So he like added my name in their like Instagram bio. So I haven't called back yet and been like, hey, like I work at a shop now, but that's my plan, is to maybe call them like tomorrow and be like, hey, like I know it's only been like less than a week, but I work at a shop now.
I feel like since you've mentioned that you have been at a shop before, it's not that crazy.
Yeah.
But I also think tattoo removal is so particular because like you could get so much like bad scarring. Like I would go to like a reputable place. That's the only reason why I don't recommend Groupon for that sort of thing. But I did get a really good package from them for Black Friday. So they do like good deals like a couple times a year. But it just sucks that it's not that time of year. But if you can get it done for free, that's even better.
So I'm going to try. Stay tuned. It's going to hurt, but whatever.
Yeah, I think getting tattoos young, like it's inevitable. Like the young you will always be like, no, I'll never regret these. But then you get older and you're like, well, these aren't the style that I like anymore. Actually, I kind of started getting them done before I developed a sense of personal taste and style.
Yeah. All of this came about pretty impulsively too, if I'm being completely honest. Like I've always kind of thought like, well, I have so many tattoos that I do like, and as long as I keep getting more tattoos that I actually like, then the ones that I don't really like don't really matter to me.
Yeah, they kind of blend in.
But honestly, like I've kind of just started feeling embarrassed of some of these tattoos, and I'm just like, actually, like I don't want to deal with this anymore. Like I don't want this on my body.
Yeah, and it's such prime real estate. It's like your forum.
It is. Yeah, I could put way cooler shit there. And I have like a whole other forum that I could do, but like that's not the point.
Yeah.
I just don't resonate with these anymore. So if I could get them lightened at least maybe 2 or 3 times before the wedding, that would be cool.
Yeah. I think that we should normalize tattoo regret because a lot of people say that you should never regret like something that the younger you chose because it's a part of your story. But I don't think I disagree with that. I think that it's okay to be embarrassed of old tattoos that you got just because you don't like them anymore.
None of these tattoos even really have like meaning to me anymore, other than like maybe the Venus symbol. It's like a symbol of feminism, but like,
yeah,
I don't know. I just feel like it could have been done better. But whatever. So I'm going to see what I can do. But I'm excited. Hopefully I can get free tattoo removal. Any tattoo artists out there, or even the lady was telling me, like, even if I was just like a front desk girl at a tattoo shop.
Oh, that's sick.
She said that could even work. They just have to be able to verify
your employment there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So try to get yourself some free tattoo removal if you can.
Yeah. You also do like guest at that shop, so it's not a lie technically.
No, it's not. Yeah. Like I work there just as much as a front desk lady would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Yeah. I think that's super fair. I also the 2 tattoos that I'm getting removed, they're like full color, which is just not my style anymore. But I think it's also kind of a blessing in disguise because they're core line tattoos and not great news lately with Neil Gaiman.
Oh, I don't know anything about this.
Oh, he's like a freak. Like he's like a fucking weirdo. Like
I think it's okay to still love the movie that was a part of your childhood.
I do still love it, and I will never stop supporting Leica Studios because they're like an independent Portland stop motion animation company, and I think that they're so awesome. But now I'm just sort of like, yeah, perhaps for the best.
Yeah, you're like, I feel like I made the good decision.
Yeah, which does make me really sad because I really enjoyed Neil Gaiman's work. But he's like one of the worst that I've read about in terms of like sexual, like non-consensual stuff.
Great.
Yeah, it made me really, really sad because I really liked his writing, but you can never trust men, I guess.
So true.
So true. I also, on men and media disappointing me. I don't think we have a topic of the episode really, but did you guys hear like what's happening with Terrifier?
No.
I'm not in this world.
I'm like pretty tuned into like the horror community and like that sort of thing. But the director of Terrifier, his name is Damien Leone, and a couple of the other like cast members, the guy that's Art the Clown, I think his name is like Robert Howard Thornton or something like that. I don't know exactly his name, but Art the Clown basically was just like, you know, like I grew up around quiet Germans and like I know how to spot fascism when I see it. And, you know, this is not the time to be silent, basically. And then the director was just like saying that Terrifier is not a political film and that people who are involved in the cast and crew who have spoken out against politics is like not what he aligns with and not what the franchise aligns with. A lot of people in the community have been like really bummed out by that because it's just sort of like saying, so you don't condemn Nazis?
It's like, I'm anti-fascist. Like, what?
Yeah, exactly. So a lot of people were just sort of like, how embarrassing for you to say that your art means nothing and says nothing about the world. And he was just sort of like, horror is not political. And people were like, in what fucking world? Like, horror has always been political.
It's like saying punk isn't political.
It's very, very, very silly.
Shout out to Art the Clown or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool that he even mentioned that.
I do think that it's very cool that even though he has like a pretty small platform, he is using it to speak out against fascism. I think that that's awesome. Him and one of the other main characters, but I've spoken about this before. I've never really loved those movies, so I don't really know them or their names.
I just can't imagine justifying fascism.
Yeah, it was just sort of like Terrifiers for everyone, but it's like, so Nazis are allowed to like Terrifier. Maybe I'm, you know, jumping to conclusions and reaching, but I don't know.
I don't know. Like, it's not embarrassing to change your opinion, you know? Like, I think a lot of people who voted for him are like trying to double down, and it's like way less embarrassing for you to be like, oh my God, I didn't mean to vote for that. Like, I'd much rather hear that.
As Honey said, you should change your mind. That's what it's for.
Yeah. So true.
How have you been, Haley? I feel like you've been kind of quiet today.
I'm exhausted. It's been like the longest week of my life.
Yeah.
I was just saying how, number one, the world's falling apart. So I hate being online right now. But like my TikTok For You page right now is just politics and wedding TikTok. And when I say wedding TikTok, I mean like those stupid bitches who are like, cool, affordable DIYs I did for my wedding. And then it's like a photo booth that they built. Hang on, this might be weed. Hello? Okay, I'll be right out.
When Kush calls, you answer.
Anyways,
Ratioed.
where were we?
Wedding TikTok.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're like, do this affordable DIY, and they literally like built a fucking photo booth, and I'm like,
Who has the time or the money for that?
I know that costs like $2,000 to make. Why are you lying to me right now? And it's just like, I'm getting like a sense of like, not regret, but I'm just like, fuck. Like, should I have waited to plan things? Like, should I have done more research? Like, I'm second guessing. I don't know why, because like I'm very happy with my decisions on like what I've planned, but like I'm almost like, oh, why didn't I think of that? Or, oh, should I look at more venues? And it's like, I want it off of my TikTok so I can stop comparing things because, guys, any wedding that you see on Pinterest, I don't care what it says it was, that shit was $70,000, I swear to God. Yeah, because genuinely, like, I feel like we try to be as like affordable as possible. And it's only like 60 people technically. And it's only 5 hours long. Like, we can't go past 10 p.m. because of like noise.
Yeah.
And it's costing about $15,000 for the wedding itself. Plus hotel, dress, tux, etc., invites, like stuff like that.
Yeah. Dude.
So it's probably about $20,000.
This is way more expensive than you guys anticipated.
My goal was 10, to be honest. But part of me, I had like this fund from my grandfather from like 15 years ago, probably. It was barely any money back then. And it's really, in this grand scheme of things, barely any money now.
Yeah.
But it was supposed to be like, oh, like, keep it in there, grow interest, save it for a house. It was at $13,000, you guys. Bitch, I was not getting a house anytime soon.
Yeah.
So because Ethan was like, don't do that. Like, don't spend your own money. Like we'll figure something else out.
She's so cute, little eggplant.
But I'm like, a wedding is something I want very badly. And like, I see it in my head very clearly. I know what I want. And so like, it's not that I'm like upset that I'm spending money and not still getting what I want. It's just the cost of weddings is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I'm so tired of seeing these stupid little blonde bitches.
Dude.
Being like, I'm so mad at my photos. I paid $5,000 and they're the most gorgeous photos and like the most gorgeous like videography you've ever seen with the most intricate wedding ceremony and reception. You're like,
yeah.
Like, bitch, what are you complaining about?
Literally, this bitch had I should have sent this to you guys. She had a carnival reception. Like, carnival, Alice in Wonderland, Mad Hatter, like tea party. It was very cool.
Yeah.
For a birthday party.
Okay.
Like, we're talking like black and pink, like people dressed up in some costumes, like some of the guests.
Okay.
Which is fine, but like the pictures then reflected the theme.
Oh, was she not happy about that?
They were great, but it was a carnival at night.
Yeah. I feel like you
can
have
only
to
go
be,
so far.
Yeah.
You have to be a very eccentric person for that. Like, I would love to attend a wedding like that, but I don't think I would hold a wedding like that, if that makes sense.
And I'm not like dragging her. Like, she was very pretty, but kind of like a pretty simple dress. Like, her hair was just down and curled, like nothing to it, very simple makeup.
Yeah.
So it didn't fit, you know? Like, it just didn't match her vibe.
I see.
And so I'm like, were you just upset that like your vision didn't get photographed the way you thought it would? Because the photographs were beautiful and she had like 500. I went through the whole gallery because like the whole internet was. Because she literally was like dragging this photographer. The photographer's crying on her on TikTok. It's like a whole thing.
This is so sad.
Yeah, that is really sad.
Girl,
just email them and then tell them.
The worst part is that they were already like talking beforehand. Like, the photographer already knew she wasn't completely happy. And the photographer was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I can offer you the raws, which legally she doesn't have to do. Like, that's not a part of her contract.
What is that?
The raws are technically owned by the photographer. It's like the unedited. You didn't pay for the raws. You paid for the edited work of this photographer.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so they don't want like their camera work going out without their edits, basically.
I see.
And so basically it was like, I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. Thought she solved it with the mom and shit. And then this bitch makes a TikTok like, POV, you spent X amount on your wedding photos and you hate them all. And they're beautiful.
Really sad. I don't like when people call out like
it's a small business.
Yeah. Like if you have a problem with them, tell them directly. If they're rude about it, then sure, call them out. But if they're like normal,
there's no reason.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think she even did offer a refund, even though she didn't have to, and she didn't end up refunding it, I don't think.
That's good. Were people on her side?
Oh my God, the whole internet was like, bitch, because getting like that, it had to be at least 300 photos. Getting 300 photos back from your wedding is a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I have to edit each one individually.
And it's a really good deal, to be honest. Like, to get that many photos and how, like, they were beautiful photos. Mm-hmm. Like, it was great. And I can't imagine sitting there dragging someone who, like, worked my entire wedding day for me and documented it for me.
Sad.
Regardless, if it's the blurriest picture in the world, if it's on my wedding day, I'm like, oh, look at the memory.
Yeah, exactly. I think a lot of people forget that, like, a lot of people are entitled and forget that a wedding is not, like, their wedding is not the most important day for everyone. And that, like, this person, the single person who has a business, should not go above and beyond and have to refund her because she wasn't happy with the decision she made about the theme of her wedding.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a bummer.
Photos can't make reality, like, what reality looked like magically look different.
Yeah.
She took photos of what was.
Exactly. And the other thing that's been coming up a lot is people talking about how, like, oh, should I do this for people? Like, should I give these gifts to my mom and dad? Blah, blah, blah. Like, should I do this for my bridesmaids and stuff? And, like, it's sparking this conversation of brides being like, I feel weird that I'm not doing all of these things.
Yeah.
Like, I feel weird that I'm not getting a makeup artist for all of my bridesmaids, which I don't have that feeling because, like, y'all know how to do your makeup. Like, I have no doubts about you guys and your abilities.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if, like, my friends weren't the most talented at their makeup, I'd probably push for one. But, like, I don't think I'd really be friends with someone who wasn't. They're usually Republican.
Yeah.
And it's just, like, I do kind of feel sometimes I'm like, oh, like, am I not doing the bride thing enough? Like, should I be? But I don't want it. But I'm also like, but should I be doing it?
This is how I feel about being the maid of honor. I'm like, I feel like I should be doing more.
See, but don't feel that way because I feel like weird that, like, I don't have anything to give you guys to do.
Well,
like, we're both feeling weird.
In the future, when you're my maid of honor, I might have other things.
But I love doing stuff like this.
Yeah. We're also not in the same tax bracket as those people.
Yeah. Well, the other issues is, like, I'm doing a lot of stuff myself and I'm very particular about things. Mm-hmm. And I like doing them. It's like a little pastime for me. Mm-hmm. So I'm doing all these little fun things. And then it's like, oh, I didn't leave anything for anybody else.
If you can think of anything that you need built with wood before the wedding, tell Jacob, because he would be very, very, very excited to work on it because he needs homework. Like, actually.
Maybe we'll brainstorm.
Okay.
I do kind of want to, not like build, but like create a smoking section.
That would be so sick.
Because it's like a little off from the ceremony, and I've decided, I really hope my mom doesn't listen to this episode specifically, but like, I'm just planning on just smoking weed and just like not addressing it, you know?
It's your wedding.
Okay.
Like, I'm just gonna like hard launch but not address.
Yeah. You'll be 25 by then. You know, you're
frontal lobe developed.
Frontal lobe developed. You're going to be literally getting married to the person you've been living with, like, since you were what, like 20? Like,
in Trump's America, you don't own me anymore. Ethan does.
Yeah.
And Ethan says you can smoke weed.
Exactly. And you know what? I feel like I'm responsible enough, and I feel like it's not if it was affecting my daily life, I think someone around me would have said something.
Yeah. I also feel like weed is just so not a big deal in California. Like, honestly, truly, it should not be a big deal in most states. Unfortunately, it is. But, like,
all I'm saying is, like, I don't get fucking the shits after smoking weed. I can't say the same about a night of drinking.
Yeah. I was just going to say, like, alcohol is not much better for you at all in any capacity than smoking weed.
It's also a class 1 carcinogen.
Yeah.
I mean, like, weed's probably up there too, so
I don't know.
They haven't studied it because it's not federally legal, so they don't really care. They give a shit.
That's very stupid.
I thought that weed was good for fighting cancer, but what do I know? I really don't.
It's really good for nausea, which is like part of the reason it's good for people fighting cancer, because like it makes it easier for them to eat and have the strength.
Does that help your tummy problems?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
That's one of the main reasons that, like, I feel like I feel like I look like a tweaker sometimes, the way I like look for my pen and shit. But it's not because I'm like, I have to be high. It's like, I want to enjoy my meal.
And so I'm like, I just need to make myself hungry and get rid of the nausea. Because it's just like it's 24/7. Like
Yeah.
that's just like factory settings. Is I'm just like uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But that's also related to my anxiety, which also the weed helps my anxiety.
Yeah.
That's why I'm a mess at work and not at home.
It's all coming together.
I'm like, it's just because I'm sober, you guys. Just let me smoke a little weed and I'd be great.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm so excited for the wedding.
Me too.
That's like the one thing that's like keeping me going.
I feel like it's like all that I have to look forward to before I'm just like, all right, now I just like can't spend any fucking money at all.
Yeah. I think also just like things are looking so bleak right now. It's like our one shining light of having fun and seeing people and spending time together.
For real.
I think it's funny that like every few months we just like give each other things to like look forward to. Like I'm either throwing a party,
Yes.
you're having the wedding, or like you're having a dress fitting or like whatever. And like we just take turns. Like
Yeah.
Here's
We have to have
another-
another party.
yeah, here's another light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
Honestly, yeah. I should throw a grad party so
You
we can have another thing to look
should.
forward to.
yes.
I feel like we should throw you a grad party.
Well, I mean, like, it doesn't have to be a huge thing. Was just thinking, like,
No. Give us a theme and we can throw
Yeah,
it.
give us a
Okay.
direction. We'll go with it.
okay.
So then it can be what you want, but like we can do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't promise that we'll rent out a space the way that you do for yourself.
I know.
So if you'd
I do
rather have
love-
that,
I love having, like, I love planning things. I've realized.
I don't know. We're sitting in a venue right now, you guys.
Yeah. I mean, now that we know that we have that local bar to host for free,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do love like having a party at a space because then also like you don't have to worry about people leaving.
Yeah, you get to
that's
leave.
so true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mayhaps we throw it somewhere. I don't know.
Perhaps. I don't know. I'm definitely getting myself a cake from that one baker, Kitchen Princess 21 on Instagram. If you guys would like to look at her cakes, she's based in Long Beach. But they're so cute. I saw some grad ones where it's like Miffy with like a cap
Cute.
and a gown. And it's really
Very
cute.
cute. That's so you. Oh,
Yeah. Yay.
That's cute.
Miffy is
then-
how I picture you in my head.
Oh, that's precious. I still need a Miffy tattoo. I just don't know what I want her doing.
Flipping you off. How funny would that be? Just like a little.
So cute.
She's just a little girl. That's how I feel when people always make like Hello Kitty have like a blunt and like, and I'm just like, no, she's 5 apples
She's a
tall.
child.
She's just a girl.
5 apples. So cute.
That is really funny. But I'm excited. I think we should all constantly. I saw someone saying like, obviously there's other things that we should be doing than having fun. We should, like actively be like organizing and trying to like find other people and solidarity, which we do. I do think that we have solidarity with our people. But like we also have to be joyous, like we have to find time to spend time together and have fun, and like that's what it's all about, like spending quality time with people at the end of the day. So we
Yeah.
have to like party more and like spend time together.
Yeah.
This is a much better viewpoint than I had the other day because I was like near tears, being like, even Trump is trying to ruin my wedding.
No, we have to, because we can't let them have all the fun. They can't. They can take a lot away from us. They can take away our rights. They cannot take away our joy.
Playing is resistance.
I agree.
So true.
I love saying play.
I like
It's really cute. It's a really cute word. I saw that. I love those things that are like, do you want to come over and play after work?
Yeah. That's literally what we're doing right now. We're
Yeah,
playing after
We
work.
play once a week.
Yeah, we
We do play once a week.
This is playing.
Aw.
It's playtime. It's a play date.
It really is.
Do you like Vivi's hair? I did it today.
It looks great.
Yeah, we were gonna do a blowout, but I kind of want to do that another time because
We didn't have time.
We ate, and that took a long time. But that's
I
okay.
ate very slowly, and we were supposed to pick up Jacob.
We also had stuff to do. Like we got coffee. You were really hungry, so we got food, and then we had to get the hair dye, and then I also wanted a hair mask and a hair oil. So like we had to shop around a little bit for the stuff. So it ended up taking a little bit longer,
Yeah, it
but
took
it's
quite
okay.
some time.
That's why I went on a side quest.
Yeah.
I saw that you guys like hadn't really landed until like I think like 1 or something, and I was like, taking my sweet time, dude. I'm
Yeah.
not rushing over there.
Good.
I know. And I got there a couple minutes late because I had to pick up my car from the mechanic. It's been at the mechanic since Tuesday. It is now Friday. And I had to like run some errands. Had to get some litter from Target because Chai was desperately in need of litter.
Dude, you could have borrowed some. It's fine.
I mean, she had enough to get through like today.
Yeah.
But like today would have been the last day.
Just know I won't ever be mad if you're like, I needed to use your litter. I'll be like, okay, good for chai.
Yeah, good for try. And then I needed to go to ATM for cash. And yeah, traffic, all that. Bleh.
Oh my god, this is such a boring topic, but we use crushed walnuts for our cat's litter. And we just discovered that they have a lavender scent. And now, like, it was already my favorite litter, but it's so much better now because...
Yeah. Is it like the... What is it called? There's like the clay litter and the other one.
Pellets.
Yes.
It's not a pellet. It's like literally crushed walnut. So it's just...
Oh.
It almost...
Does it clump together?
I don't know how to answer that question. Like, if it's pee, it clumps.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
If it's poop, it coats.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. But yeah, they're like tiny, like little... The litter box is over there, actually. Anyways, cat litter.
It looks like
God.
wood,
Like, it looks
pellets
like-
almost.
Like, it looks like brown, like clay litter.
I always thought that you had pellets because
Large grain sand.
Large grain sand.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's wood. And I feel like it's really good for the smell, but I don't know.
I never really smell the litter box when I come in.
Good.
Yeah, I don't think I usually smell the litter box.
If I smell anything, it would be cat pee when you're like, the cat just peed. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Sometimes the cats pee on the couch, and then I have to schmoppium it, and then there's like cushions missing from the couch, and I'm like, this, like, it is what it is. Like,
I love that word.
You're the only one that
Couch
uses that.
Schmoppium.
Yeah.
schmoppium.
I started saying it now. Fuck.
Speaking of schmoppium, Jacob, this is really funny. Okay, so he works at a coffee shop. He's a barista, but he also cooks the syrups for the coffee shop. And where are you going?
I need tissue.
Okay.
What are you doing? Where are you going?
Where go?
Who are you with?
So he makes the syrups for the coffee shop, and he transports the syrups from the roastery where they roast the beans to the shop. And he made a giant tub of spicy mocha syrup, and he was driving it to the shop, and the lady in front of him slammed on her brakes, and so he had to slam on his brakes so he didn't rear end her, and then the syrup went flying all over his car. So now there's spicy mocha syrup all over the inside of his car. That was yesterday, and we tried finding someone to detail it like immediately because we didn't want it to sink into the seats.
Exactly, yeah.
He has leather seats.
That's
Or
good.
not leather.
Oh, cloth.
Yeah, we wish it was leather. It was cloth. So it sinks. No one was available, but I found this guy. He came this morning, and like, I guess he like started, and then like 20 minutes in, he texted me. I was already at work, and he was like, "Hey, like, I'm so sorry, but like, I'm not able to do the job because I started like," he was like, "the syrup is so sticky that it's clogging my tools, and I don't want to ruin my tools, so I'm just gonna have to like stop. Like, you don't owe me anything because I wasn't able to do the job, but yeah." And I was just like,
That sucks so
okay,
bad.
like, thank you for trying. Like,
You know what I just thought of?
Huh.
It's like how to get candle wax out of a carpet is to like rub ice on it to make it freeze.
oh,
I wonder if that would have helped.
Interesting.
We'll see though, I guess, because someone's doing it now, right?
Yeah.
maybe.
Oh,
Jacob says his boss knows a guy. His boss is going to pay for the detail, which is good. But
as he should.
it's just crazy. But I did sprinkle baking soda on the syrup just to like hopefully try to like clump it
Yeah.
because it's still very wet.
Just soak up some of the sugar at least.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, the pictures you sent me look like someone died. Like, it's like, I was wondering why it was so red. I was like, what is that?
yeah,
But,
it has
that makes
chili
sense.
chilies in it.
Does
Oh,
it
so
smell?
it smells spicy too.
Maybe. I don't know. It smells like chocolate.
Oh, okay.
It smells like Mexican hot chocolate.
Interesting. Okay.
But yeah, and so right now his car is full of syrup in our garage right now,
I was wondering where it was.
and there's nothing we can do about it. until it gets fixed. And the detailer that like his boss referred him to isn't available until Sunday.
God.
Yeah, and it's now Friday.
Yeah.
So it's already been a full day. Now it's another 2-3 days.
Yeah. It's insane.
Yeah, that really sucks.
So
Oh my God, I can't even imagine if that happened to me. I think I would just leave my car. I would just get out and walk away.
Yeah.
I was so amazed by how well he handled it, because he told me, he was like, if this had been you, like,
You would have started World War III.
I would have. I would have just driven myself off a cliff.
No, because like, I don't know if like the listeners will like comprehend, like, it started in the trunk and traveled up to the front of the car, like the entire
flew.
car.
Yeah. And he's bald. My boyfriend's bald. So there was
He's
like,
bald.
Was there some on his head?
yes, there's syrup all over his head. He didn't even know. He comes home and there's syrup all over his pants, all over his shirt.
I'm imagining he walked in like this.
Yeah, he did. And I was like, I'm sticky. I'm so sad. Poor guy.
A man has his limits.
A man does have his limits. That's a Jacob saying.
It is. I think it was Zay that said it to him.
Okay.
And then, yeah, it's traveled.
Yeah, no, I would kill myself.
Yeah.
No hesitation.
And it's funny because like he's already like considering selling the car to get a truck.
Yeah, he's been talking about wanting a truck, huh?
I know, yeah.
It sucks.
Dude.
Beep, beep, beep.
Bad timing.
Yeah, not a great time for cars.
Clover, you're looking
Isn't there
great
some
today.
sort of retrograde currently? I think there was a Mercury
Maybe.
retrograde that ended recently.
Maybe.
I don't really know. I'm just talking out of my ass.
Apparently it's not a good time for flying either. All planes are crashing.
Oh my God, a
think there
plane
was
crashed
another
into
one.
one of our farms
Are you serious?
in Mexicali. Yeah.
No way.
Why does this keep happening?
It was a
That's very concerning.
No, okay. So let me drop the concern. Small personal aircrafts crash almost daily
Oh,
Yeah.
in the US.
That's great because they fly over my
Yeah.
house all the time. Knock on wood.
Yeah, knock on wood.
Those are super dangerous.
But it's the thing is not common is commercial. I mean, even military will like crash and we don't hear about it obviously, but
Yeah.
commercial flights, the last one that crashed was 2009. So they happen few and far between. This one was a personal small little plane and it just crashed into power lines. But I did find it interesting. I was like, oh, interesting that like this is happening right now
And like so close to you. And, well, like not like
in my life.
physically, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I do think there's something maybe the atmosphere is changing because of climate change and it has something to do with the way that planes are like handling it.
Maybe. That would make sense, honestly.
I heard someone on TikTok blaming it on Elon Musk, but I just rolled my eyes and scrolled away because I was just like, I can't. Like, I'm already
Yeah.
so mad at Elon Musk that like if it really is him, then like that's
At this
what
point,
do, what do I
like,
do? What do I say about that? Like,
Yeah.
I want to like Uno reverse and like put someone in power who like wants to round up the Nazis, you know?
We were just talking about that earlier. We all
Like
know
not
what
to be
needs happen.
controversial.
We all know it needs to happen and no one is saying it.
I'm just saying they brought back the federal execution, so I think we could put it to good use with certain people
On
who
that
happen to
note-
be wanting it unfrozen.
not that we're going to be the ones to do it, obviously, but on
No.
that note, you should buy a gun. If you're a leftist.
If the FBI is listening, we're just joking.
We
No.
won't own a gun in our house, but we're encouraging it.
Unfortunately, I can't own a gun.
Phoebe's not allowed to have a gun.
I asked my mom, she said no.
Your mom said no?
Wait,
Oh, Haley.
Okay, but also you're not on the lease.
I know. In my head, I feel like you made that up, so I can't get a gun.
No, I looked it up. Because I was like, okay, like, I mean, if she really wants it, like, I have to make sure it's legal.
Yeah, no, that's super fair. And it would be, we might get kicked out if like I would have possibly needed to use it and it was registered in my name, which would not be ideal.
Yeah, and I just like don't want to rock the boat with our landlord because they leave us the fuck alone and we don't have a lease.
I don't think our rent has been raised in like 2 years.
Knock on wood.
Knock on that wood,
fucking
girl.
wood. But like we should, yeah, we definitely need to.
We have
like,
no home security essentially. Like they could text us tomorrow and be like, you have 30 days or 60 or whatever it is.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Very lucky that they don't, because as soon as we move out, they're absolutely renovating, quote unquote renovating, and then raising the prices.
Yeah, 100%.
That's what they did with like one of the other units, I think, right?
Yeah. Apparently there's some rental deal happening right now for one of the available units, and me and Ethan were like, where's our rental deal? Do we get a discount this month?
Oh yeah, weren't you guys gonna ask about like there was like a property across the street
They said
That motherfucker was like, it's a lateral move. No, it was more square footage, had a second bathroom, it had a car space.
Also, I was being stalked actively by one of our neighbors.
Yeah, and they didn't even give a shit. They were like, oh, basically in their heads, they were like, well, we're not going to make more money, so why would we do that? Because it was going to be like $100 cheaper for us.
because then they could put someone in the current unit that you're in and charge whatever the fuck they want there.
I have a feeling that people were already like interested in the other one.
I feel like it would have been easier for us to just move. Like for them, it would have been easier because we've had no issues. We've always paid our rent on time, and like we're pretty good tenants. Like we're not loud. We're not,
Yeah. Granted, they would have let us move if we really wanted to, but my thing was like I was trying to make it so we didn't have to put down a security deposit.
Yeah.
Because our security deposit, so right now is $1,975. Our security deposit was only $1,000. And that was a couple years ago. So that's gone. That's not coming back. Like the amount of holes in our walls, it's not happening. Okay.
Yeah.
Like we have loved this apartment.
You
very
guys might as well
deeply.
just paint at this point.
Exactly. But we don't have the money to put down a deposit somewhere else. So that's why I was like, can you transfer? And they were like, no.
Yeah.
Which in theory makes sense because I get it. Like we don't have the deposit down for any damages, but still.
Yeah. Oh, I do have I have shit and tea on behalf of somebody else, but I thought that it made me think of the conversation we were just having about the environment and the airplanes and such.
Okay.
But with the language change on like the policies that they're having on DEI about how you can't say things like environmental, like you can't really say like diversity, inclusion, like there's very specific words. You can't use equality, I don't think, in like specific like government jobs. One of my friends is getting their PhD in like environmental, like engineering, environmental sciences, and they might not have a job because they also like work. They're getting paid to go to school, like they're actively getting their PhD, and it might be that program might be defunded because of everything happening with like DEI, environmental, like sciences, Trump, all of that. I'm really, really worried for them.
Dude,
I just found out that there's another part of DEI and it's the A at the end, which accessibility, which I feel like
that word either.
Had they presented, had we been calling it DEIA or whatever this entire time, the amount of white people that would not be excited right now, because I'm sorry, there is a large population of like middle America white people who live off of welfare, and that's not me judging them. I think if you need welfare, you should have it. But that's because I believe that everyone should have what they need.
yeah.
Yeah.
These people are excited that DEI is over because all of a sudden they're like, our jobs aren't getting taken or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Bitch, you were never going to go get a job. You were going to continue this until you died or got Social Security.
Yeah. And also, like, just so many things are DEI. Like,
breastfeeding at work.
Breastfeeding at work, having rooms to be able to breastfeed, like wheelchair accessibility, having like fathers be able to have leave. Obviously not every company does it, but those are DEI. Having like any sort of pregnancy leave is DEI.
The father California leave is like mandated, I think.
That's
Nice.
good.
Only in California to my knowledge.
The more that I like learn, the more I feel like enforced to stay in California, just because like it is definitely going to stay center, like barely to the left, if that,
Well,
compared
I have
to everywhere else.
Good-ish news.
Okay.
Newsom signed a bill today to fight Trump, and it includes legal aid for immigrants. And it is to basically push back on Republican policies with a need to cooperate in seeking federal disaster aid. And he authorized $50 million in state funds intended to counter the president's agenda, which
Beautiful.
a lot of people talk shit on Newsom. I have a personal love for him because I think he's cute, and I think he's just. I have like the. I don't know. I'm kind of like. I want to talk to you because he has that podcast.
I just can't believe he has a podcast.
I didn't know they did a podcast.
And it's like he's an
Marshawn
influencer.
Lynch.
Yeah. I'm like, you're not even a political figure. Like you're like Arnold Schwarzenegger or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm kind of like, okay,
Gavin actually doing something instead of just saying things for once.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One thing that
respect.
I do like respect about him is that, you know, obviously this podcast is very left leaning, so we usually don't really align with Democrats, even though we will vote for them in the elections.
I didn't, but
Yeah. But like, it's one of the things that I don't like about Democrats is that they don't do anything. They're always like, our hands are tied. But then when the Republicans are in office, like they sign executive orders like no one's fucking business. But I do appreciate that Gavin Newsom will actually like put his money where his mouth is. And that's something that I really appreciate. He's not perfect. I don't really love the way that, you know, like the homelessness stuff is handled. But
Bro, he's got the hater agenda. He has personal beef with Donald Trump.
And I love that because spite is the biggest motivator. And like, you know, I don't know if he always moves with love in his heart, but he moves with hate in his heart, and that is motivational enough.
He moves like a slimy little man, and you know what? Maybe I want that in my governor right now.
and
It's
you know
like-
what? As a hate your guts hater, I can appreciate it.
It's like that girl that's like, liberals need to be meaner. And I
Yeah.
think that it's true. I
Yeah.
think that liberals and leftists need to stop being the fucking bigger guy and just start going for, like how you were saying the last episode, like going for the knees.
Yeah. Well, I think I sent it to you guys, and it's like I've seen a couple of videos, so maybe it's my algorithm. But it's like I don't understand how people are like, oh, don't waste your energy like hating or being upset. And it's like, no, that fuels me. It wakes me up in the morning. I
Yeah.
get excited hating something.
It doesn't take any energy. It fuels me.
To hold in my thoughts about what I'm hating takes far more energy
Yeah.
than me just word vomiting.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, I agree. Like, it ends up just being like, it sits and it bubbles until it all comes out at once. So it's good to hate every day, even just a little bit.
Because it makes you more aware of like when you are happy, I think. Because
Yeah.
Ethan will kind of get mad. He's like, oh, like you're always negative, like or you're often negative. But it's also like, but see, like once I complain about it, I'm like, oh, I'm free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
I'm
this food
released.
fucking sucks. And then I move on because I'm like, I got it out.
That's like, dude, that's so funny. Because I was telling Jacob, I was like today he was really pissed about like the syrup situation. But yesterday he was like very oddly calm to me.
Yeah.
And he was like, I was telling you, like, he was like, if it were you in this position, like, you would have, like, blown a fuse. But I was like, where am I going with this?
Like, do you
Like,
melt down in the moment?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I melt down in the moment. And then, like, later on, like, it's like, well, whatever. It is what it is.
yeah.
But, like, now he is feeling, like, all stressed and pissed. And, like, he's feeling all the feelings after the fact. And it's like, babe, it's over. Like, it is what it is.
I think I know what it is. So I think we are all a little bit pessimistic in the sense of like our mind is going to go to the worst, like first thought, which is like, fuck, this syrup is never going to come out of my car. Like I'm gonna have to rip up the carpet. I'm going to get a new car. Jacob's an optimist. And he was like, oh, this will be really easy. I'll just get someone to detail it.
yeah.
Once someone couldn't detail it, that's when he crashed out. Because that's when
Yeah.
he started imagining all the possibilities.
That is such a good point. You therapized it.
Yeah. Well, because my
That's her
thing,
job.
yeah.
That's her degree.
My thing is like I do thrive in chaos in the sense that like I will be really stressed and I won't really like crash out until I'm like alone or have a moment to crash out.
Yeah.
But after that crash out, it's kind of just like whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
Because I got the upsetness out. Like everyone knew that I was upset, you know?
Yeah.
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 It's freeing.
Yeah. I live in fight or flight until I know that I'm calm. And then I'm like, oh, I'm safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why I loved going to bed.
Yeah.
Oh, getting under those covers. I'm like, it's over.
Yeah.
Dude, yesterday was the most perfect evening because I was just watching the new episode of The Bachelor. It was raining really hard. Jacob made us brownies.
Nice and
like,
cozy.
Dude.
it was so perfect. So lovely.
Yeah.
Anyways, I have to piss. How many?
And we are at like an hour.
Yeah.
Does anyone have anything else they want to talk about?
Nothing in particular.
I can hear my nose whistle.
Okay.
Well, that's it then.
Bye.
I hate that all of our episodes end so abruptly.
Just kidding. Love you.
Please leave us comments. Hate comments or love comments.
Emails.
Just nothing about our feet, please.
DM. Yeah.
Carrier
don't,
pigeons.
don't harass us or objectify us, please.
Well, it might push us into the algorithm.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe next time
Like we
we'll
said
just,
in our
thumbnail will be feet.
in our earlier episode, we said something like, "If you're a hater, hate it. Like, give us all the comments, no matter what."
I guess we did. Sexually harass us, I guess.
Well, don't. Okay,
It boosts our confidence.
you can post your out of pocket comments, but don't like do it just because we are telling you to.
Also, don't be too out of pocket. Like, that was
Have some
fine.
decorum.
That was funny. It was like funny reading. They said take off your socks next time,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That was stupid and funny. Don't be like a weirdo freak.
Listen, be as out of pocket as you want as long as you're paying.
So true.
Well,
Not really, though.
Well,
Not really, though. Okay. Later, haters.
bye. Bye.